Alright, I got a good one for you. What's green, lives in the forest, and it's really big? There's a lot of green in the forest. I'm putting a huge emphasis on big, like it's big. Yeah, I don't know, what is it? Well, you're about to find out. What are you doing? Where are you looking at? What's the answer? Where's the montage? What montage? No. My powers. Oh! I think I know! Is it AGLAIS?
Alright, so before this video starts, please leave a like. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're not yet. Also follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Discord. All links will be in the description. Now let's move on with the deck. AGLAIS is back! So here I have a Mahakam Forge list with the good old Sienna and AGLAIS combo. A combo very, very popular on my channel, and I always try and make AGLAIS decks work, and this one is kind of decent. I mean, it's obviously not great. It's still an AGLAIS deck at the end of the day, but I actually got to pro rank with this. I was playing this in rank 1 and actually had a good enough win rate to get to pro rank with it. So I thought, hey, why not just make a deck guide around it and show you guys the power of the AGLAIS. So starting off with the cards, we have Mahakam Guard. Deploy boosts self by the number of allied dwarf units in this row. For 4 provision, this card is pretty insane, and it helps you win round 1, which is basically the most important strategy of this deck, is that you get last say with the AGLAIS, so you can play the big AGLAIS as your last turn, and then basically hope that it's going to be big enough to win you the round. And a lot of the times, it is big enough. So this card helps you in round 1 a lot, because it just plays for like a lot of value for a 4 provision card. On a full row of dwarves, this plays for 11 points. For 4 provisions, that is pretty insane. That's almost triple its provision value, which is quite efficient if you think about it. Then we have Minor. Order boost an allied unit by 2. If it's a dwarf, give it 2 armor. I'm running 2 of this card because it's simply really, really effective. And it can also boost up your AGLAIS if you wanted to. But a lot of the dwarf cards in this deck are cards that you need to play in round 1 because they are just that important. And they give you the points necessary to win round 1 if you need to, and you definitely need to win round 1, as I said earlier. Then we have Pyrotechnician. Order damage a random enemy unit by 4 and self by 4. So with your leader ability, Mahakam Forge, this gains an additional armor, so it plays for 4 proactively, and then you damage yourself by 4, but if the card has 3 armor, you obviously only damage yourself by 1, and then you hit a random target by 4. Playing for 7 points, also playing for good control. This card is really powerful against monsters because it basically deals with their Endrega larva very early on. And yeah, that's just, the card is really, really point efficient in this deck, and it's a very nice proactive play to have, and also a nice little control play to have. Then we have Mahakam Marauder. Deploy, gain vitality for 2 turns. Bonded, gain vitality for 4 turns. Now, with the ability of Mahakam Forge, this actually gains 1 armor, and the opponent has to deal 6 damage to actually kill it, which isn't ideal for the opponent. So really, really efficient card in this deck, especially if you get the bonded off. It plays for a lot of points, and yeah, that's just all it is there for. Then I run 1 Tempering, which boosts an ally by 5, and if it's a dwarf, it also gives it 2 armor. So if you pair this up with the Pyrotechnician, you're actually never losing any points off of it damaging itself by 4, because, you know, it gives the 2 armor additionally. It does play quite tall though, so that's why I'm only running it as a one-off. Also, it can be quite awkward in later rounds when you're playing a more no-unit approach to the game, which I'm going to be talking about later, but yeah, this card as a one-off is perfectly fine. Then we have Mahakam Volunteers. Deploy if you control a dwarf, summon all copies of this unit from your deck to this row. So this puts dwarfs on your side of the field, and you saw earlier I play Mahakam Guard, so this gives Mahakam Guard 2 additional points, and you're just going to swarm dwarfs, and that's basically your strategy for round 1. You're going to row stack your front row, and just play a bunch of dwarfs and get super value out of your bronzes. And this card obviously helps since it's quite nice tempo. It also thins your deck quite nicely, and it pairs up nicely with Novigradian Justice, which you obviously also want to play in this deck. Then we have Nature's Rebuke, which damages an enemy unit by 5 and Deathblow boosts a random ally treant by 2. Now you're not playing any treants in this deck, but still this card is really good because it deals 5 damage. So if your opponent is down to play some engines, you can just deal with those engines with this Nature's Rebuke. And yeah, that is pretty much why this card is there for. It's just very decent control in general. Then I play Barclay Elves. Deploy, boost an allied unit by the number of dwarf units in this row. This actually counts itself just like Yavin. So if you have 3 dwarfs, this actually counts itself as an additional dwarf. So you're playing this for 8 if you already have 3 dwarfs, which is really point efficient for 7 provisions. And obviously you're going to row stack like a bunch of dwarfs in round 1, and then this might just play for like 12 something points, which is really, really good for its provision cost. And yeah, that's why it's in the deck, because you do need to win round 1 quite badly with this deck. Then I also run Xavier Moran. Melee, whenever you play a dwarf, gain 1 armor. Barricade, at the end of your turn, boost self by 1. So with your leader ability, this immediately has 1 armor, so it already plays for 6. And then whenever you play a dwarf, it gains additional armor, so it's going to be harder to kill with damage. And the opponent might have to resort to something like Poison or Locks to actually kill it, or Heatwave, which, if this baits out Heatwave, you're in a very good position to win the game anyway. So yeah, that's why this card is really, really effective. And here we have the Thunderbolt. Zeal, order boost an allied unit by 3, charge 2. So yeah, this is there for AGLAIS. You want to play this in the same round as AGLAIS. You might have to mulligan it in earlier rounds because it doesn't play for a lot of tempo, and it basically gives away your strategy. If you put this card down, the opponent will know that you are AGLAIS. So yeah, you might mulligan this card, or if your hand is efficient enough, you can obviously keep it. But yeah, with AGLAIS and this being an artifact and kind of uninteractive, it is incredibly efficient. Like, this plays for so much value. The fact that the opponent can't really interact with it unless he wants to Heatwave it. And if he Heatwaves this, then, as I said, like, there's like 2 targets that really, really are vulnerable to Heatwave, and this is not one of them. Like, Xavier Moran also isn't. I mean, it can be because it's a lot of points if it's a big Xavier Moran, but yeah, this is definitely a good Heatwave bait. But yeah, the opponent might want to keep the Heatwave and not use it on this. But a lot of times they do, because they just are so desperate and just have no interactivity on your side of the field. Then I run Fov. Deploy, play a nature card from your deck. Now this card is actually replaceable in my opinion. It isn't the greatest card in this deck since it kind of messes up certain combos that you want to have, but thinning your deck and also having access to one of your rebukes if this is in your hand is really, really powerful, and that's why I actually kind of like this card also in the deck. But you can definitely replace this card. I guess you could replace it with Dennis Cranmar, but Dennis Cranmar isn't even that good anyway, because like he's forcing you to play in the back row, which you don't really want to do. You want to play all your dwarfs in the front row because of Novigradian Justice. So yeah, I guess Fov is not certain in this deck, but I do like her in this deck still. And here we have Isengrim's Council. Look at a random dwarf, dryad, and elf from your deck, then play 1 and boost it by 2. So that's why Fov is awkward, because she kind of disrupts your AGLAIS if you didn't find either Fov or AGLAIS in your hand. But this card is necessary because it just gives you those extra 2 points and the AGLAIS if you find the AGLAIS through Isengrim's Council, which you should in, say, 90% of the games. And yeah, the Isengrim's Council just really, really does a lot of good things for you. It thins your deck. You can play it in earlier rounds for dwarfs still, because like dwarfs are still powerful. If they get an extra 2 boost, that's obviously better. So yeah, Isengrim's Council, definitely a card you need in this deck. Then we have Figus Merluzzo. Defender. Deploy, spawn a roadie dwarf in this row. So this is the Defender. It is gonna protect your Sienna. That is all it is there for. If it gets heat waved, that's okay. A lot of times this just gets heat wave, but then they just played a heat wave for 5, and they might not have enough removal for your Sienna. And that's why the card just has to be in this deck. Like, there's no way you can't play this in an AGLAIS deck. It has to be in there. And here we have the main card of the deck, AGLAIS. Deploy on turn and double the amount of boost on self. So with the Thunderbolt, with your leader ability, Mahakam Forge, if you have both Thunderbolts and the Mahakam Forge, that's 6 plus 6 plus 5, which is an additional 17 points. Because it doubles up on the boost, and then it could be an additional 17 points if you got Sienna on your side, but we're gonna talk about that later, obviously. Then we have Novigradian Justice. Spawn a Cleaver's Muscle in your melee row and play a Bronze Dwarf from your deck. This card is a necessity in round 1. You have to have this card in round 1. A lot of the times, if you don't have this card in round 1, you're going to struggle to win round 1. But if you get this card in round 1, you're always happy because this puts 3 dwarves on your side of the field if you play Mahakam Volunteers through it. Also, it pairs really, really nicely with the guard. If you already have volunteers in the hand, you're not forced to mulligan them. Because if you still Justice into a Mahakam guard, it's still really, really effective. Because Mahakam guard isn't going to be great in later rounds. It's only really good in round 1. But yeah, getting the guard insured through Justice is also very nice. But also, a lot of times it's really good with volunteers or just random dwarfs. Like, it's still a good card. Like, it's Nova Great Injustice, for God's sakes. Then I also run Heatwave because it's Heatwave. It banishes a unit or an artifact. The only way to remove artifacts in the deck, or just punish tall units in round 1, which could also be quite useful if you want to win round 1. And yeah, Karathi Heatwave, definitely a card you want in your non-devotion decks. And here we have Sienna. Order, repeat the deployability of the next unit you played during this turn. So this card is pretty crazy if it goes off. Now, it going off requires a lot of conditions to be met. For example, your defender sticking, or your opponent just not having enough removal to deal with it. But thanks to the Thunderbolts, there are situations where you can use 1 Thunderbolt charge to maybe keep this alive. If you know that the opponent doesn't have the removal necessary to remove 6 points, or you can also use your Mahakam Forge Leader to boost this up to a 8. If you know your opponent has something like a 6 damage card like Parasite or Decoction. So yeah, that's why Sienna is a very risky card, but when it goes off, it might just win you the game on the spot anyway. So yeah, that's why Sienna is in the deck. And then you have Oneiromancy, Echo, play any card from your deck. I think every single deck guide that I've made recently has this card because this card is just absolutely nuts. It gives you access to Justice, and if you have Justice, you are good in round 1. And that's why I play this card, because you want to have Justice. It could also give you Sienna, it could also give you Thunderbolt, it could also give you AGLAIS. The card is just so goddamn flexible, it's actually insane. As for stratagem, I went for Tactical Advantage. Lampjin is an option, but Lampjin puts a non-dwarf on your row, and you don't really want a non-dwarf on your row. You want to have full dwarfs. And that's why Tactical Advantage is there, because it removes itself from the field and just gives you 5 additional points. And then we have Mahakam Forge, the leader ability, which spawns and plays a Tempering. Tempering I've already talked about earlier. It boosts the unit by 5. And all dwarfs in your starting deck get 1 armor. And that 1 armor is incredibly valuable. A lot of matchups like Skellige, the 1 armor really helps you against things like the Ancrate Longship, because the Ancrate Longship can't actually gain good value if you have the 1 armor on these dwarves, and then you can use rebukes on things like Greatsword or the Ancrate Raider. And that's why Mahakam Forge is just a really powerful leader, and you kind of just need it for the Tempering, because Tempering makes your AGLAIS bigger, and you want a big AGLAIS. And that is the deck. I've talked a lot about it, now let's see how it looks in action. Alright, we're playing Overwhelming Hunger. Now the thing with Overwhelming Hunger is sometimes they just outpoint you in round 3, but we're going second. That's really bad, actually. But Pyrotechnician is good in round 1. It's actually very good. We got double Marauders as well. That's also very good. Got the Rebuke for the second Larva. Actually, genuinely a good hand here. Like, I do not mind this hand at all. Like, it seems pretty decent. Can I keep it? I could maybe mulligan Rebuke. I don't think I'm going to use more than 1 Rebuke this round. Think I'm just chilling here. So, do I want to... I guess... Problem is, I probably should play around Maruna onto the Pyrotech. Because I want a Pyrotech to kill one of the larvae. I think I have to Justice first to play around Maruna. Maruna is just too scary. Maruna is just simply too scary. And also Manticore is a bit too scary for me. I know people have cut Manticore from this deck, but it's so scary. Okay, there's the larvas. This gives us the opportunity to play for this Pyrotechnician and give Pyrotechnician the tactical advantage to also play for dominance. 5-head plays, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, goddamn, good. Oh, double larva though. It's actually kind of a good trade, actually. Like, this card is like worth billions of points. Okay. Guess I'd play these guys now. I guess I'd trade bronzes now. I don't want to play golds here, I guess. Thing is, with this matchup, they have a really tough time getting through Defender. Unless they obviously play Heatwave. Okay. I mean, we're kind of chilling still, honestly. Yeah, are we though? Oh, this is actually kind of scary now. Guess I should have played the Xavier at this point. Get my passive points. Foglet. Oh, damn. Foglet is a bit scary, though. Should be fine. We're getting 2 points for the next... He's getting 4 points for every card, though. He drew the nuts, didn't he? Wait, he drew double Larva, double Bruxa? Oh, wait, how is that fair? How is that fair in any way? That's not fair. Oh, that's so not fair, dude. That's really unfair, actually. Double Larva, double Bruxa, dude. How do you play around that? You just don't. You just die. You just lose! I guess I'd kill one of the Thrive units at this point. Could have maybe also gone for Council here. But I think this Barclay Elves plays for a lot here anyway. Alright, there's the Riders. You had to gain... Oh yeah, you had to gain Dominance. That's why he played like this. Okay. Well, that doesn't make sense. I should have actually boosted the Fav. It doesn't have to be on that row. Please don't play like a Weiger now. Oh, he passes! Ooh. Okay, so probably Dettlaff and Haunt in hand here. We're not gonna bleed this guy. There's no point in bleeding this guy. We don't know if this is Devotion or not. Probably not, though. He hasn't played Frost or anything, so probably not Devotion. We played Fav, so this is my AGLAIS, which is good. This is a Thunderbolt, which is good. Now all I need is Defender in retrospect. And let's see if we can actually do this with... Okay, so I want Heatwave and Defender, or like one of the two. Oh, actually I want these 3 cards. These 3 cards are very important here. But highly unlikely that we don't find all of them. I think I value Heatwave more than I value Thunderbolt. Even though Thunderbolt plays for a crap ton of points. But he played all his Thrive units. Like literally every single Thrive card he has, he already played it. So we don't have to be worried about those passive points. But we obviously have to still worry about certain things. Okay, don't want double guard, that's for sure. Find me Defender. Oh no. Okay, this is okay, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's actually good. Okay, we get I guess what do I value more? Defender or Heatwave? This is quite a difficult decision actually. What's worth more, Heatwave or Defender? Can he kill my Sienna? Is the question. He might play Parasite. He might play Parasite. He also might play Heatwave, honestly. Okay, that's that gone. So we don't have to worry about Manticore as well. Dude, Defender is so valuable, though. I guess for the moment I'm stalling, right? He has Heatwave. He has Heatwave for Sienna. There's the Haunt. Oh, Haunt is so good, though. But I think Sienna's worth more points. I think we actually deny the Haunt here. Okay. This is a lot of points, though, that he's gonna have now. Lots of points. 44 already. That's scary. I think I play Miner to boost up Defender in this situation. Or do I just play Defender and try to protect my Miner? I think playing Defender is correct here. It doesn't matter where I play it, right? So he still has Werecat. Oh, he actually has Striga. He actually has Striga. That's a bit scary. Does he also have... I mean, if he has Parasite here, what other removal does he have? He still might have Heatwave, though. He might just be baiting here. We have to play... Okay, Geralt. Okay, that's good. That's big. That is GG, if I'm honest. Like, that is just GG here. He missed Heatwave, didn't he? I mean, also so did we, so I guess it's fair. If both players missed the Heatwave, it's only fair, right? He can't deal with Sienna, even if he eats the Werecat again. It's kind of cute. There's no random damage. And I mean, we're down by 60 points, but... Guys... You think 60 points is enough to stop me? And the big... I'm talking big AGLAIS? You think this is enough to stop me? No! No, it's not! I got an 88 point card. That card single-handedly could have won. Obviously, I have to set it up, which is why I had additional points, but... Eh. Alright, who are we playing? We're playing Shield Wall. Yeah, that's an auto loss, isn't it? Shield Wall is an auto loss. I think so. Like I can try and win this, but it's gonna be quite impossible to win, if I'm perfectly honest. The only way we win is if we win on even here. Any other situation, we're kind of screwed, to be honest. So I can actually probably mulligan the Sienna here. Oh, I need to have a more playable hand here. This hand isn't that great, actually. I guess I have access to Justice, which is always nice, but no guards, no Barclay L's, so it could be quite awkward still. It's gonna start with that, that's fine. Is he also gonna T8? Obviously not. Okay. Well, that's fine, but like I think point-wise, we're just gonna get outpointed anyway. Like I don't think there's a way we win this game. Like, seriously, I don't think we actually can win this game, possibly. Okay, he's given that TA. Ouch. That hurts a lot, actually. So I kind of want him to pass, but like the pass doesn't even do anything since he just dude, this deck's actually like hard countering us. It actually hard counters us like crazy. It's really annoying. Yeah, Shield Ball is literally the worst matchup for us. And you'll see why. I guess I could show you guys why this is the worst matchup. Because of Ansays and Seltkirk and all those like dual cards, they just deal with Defender and Sienna way too easily. Like it's not even fair. We're out of his Royal Guard. I guess I can rebuke this. It's not a terrible rebuke. Thins my deck out. There's a bit of pressure on him as well. I really, really want him to pass. Maybe I could have Heat Waved the Carrack. I kind of need to Heat Wave on the... Why does he play this? Okay, yes, I know why. Okay, I guess we just go for this. We still have Reach with Justice, which is important. But I mean, even last say doesn't matter. Because he can just deal with our stuff so easily. You should run out of, like, good cards to play, or like bad cards to play. I have to actually Justice for the guard here, if he passes here, that is. Baron, oh no. Baron is an issue. Okay. Huh. So Baron's out, so that's good for our AGLAIS, I guess. So yeah, but the problem is just Ansays and Seltkirk just counter us way too hard in this matchup. Like there's nothing we can do against those cards. Like it's literally impossible for us to interact with that. I guess if he bleeds us, that's not terrible. I guess I mulligan you. Oh boy. I guess we can, yeah, we can dwarf. We have a lot of units in our deck here. It's kind of funny. There's Defender. Yeah, we just have to Heat Wave here and see what he does. Oh no. Oh no, come on, dude. Don't do me like this. This is so bad. Actually don't know how to win this now. He's got 4 on this. I guess I play Isengrim's Council first. Oh no, that's so bad. I think we just lose here. Ay ay ay. Okay, there's Pyrotech at least. But Pyrotech's probably just gonna hit shields here right, anyway. Because we can try and get lucky. At this point, it's kind of getting desperate anyways. Oh no. Yeah, this is GG. This is just GG at this point. Alright, hope I at least hit the 75%. But no, 79. I hope I hit the 66% here. Okay, at least we get some value here. Which is okay, I guess, but it's not great, to be fair. Yeah, he's just gonna win this because, like, this is such an unfavored matchup. Like, that deck is just tier 1 as hell. Yeah, he's got that perfect hand as well now. So I guess we play our wholesome Thunderbolts now. The gig is up. The jig is up. And wait, what? Oh, I guess it's because he gains Zeal, which is fine. Oh, this is fine. This is perfectly balanced, isn't it, guys? Wait, is AGLAIS even enough here? I don't think so. I think I have to play my full hand out here. Oh boy. Okay, sure. And this could be still enough, but what does it actually do? So this is boosted up by 12. We're getting an additional 12 here. That's not enough, is it? We're down by 19 here. Okay, fair enough. Now just draw your gold cards, eh? Ha ha ha. Just draw the answers. Just draw the Viraxes. It's easy. It should be easy. Oh wait, he played Answers already, didn't he? I mean, Defender's not terrible here. Guess. Oh. Okay. We could actually get some stuff here done here. Like, we don't play for Sienna anymore. Just play for the Dwarf boys. Okay, let's go. He has one more shield though, which is really annoying. There's Odo. He's probably gonna give this shield. Whoa, not! You're not gonna give this shield? Okay, sure. Why does he not give this shield? That's a bit weird. He just gave me free value there. Oh, wow. Wait, okay, so... I guess his last card is... the Carrick Marine? Should be, right? Yeah, Carrick Marine's enough here. I mean, you need 6 points. Like, that's pretty easy for him to do, honestly. Wait. Oh, it's so close, actually. Wow. It's actually really close. It's closer than it should have been, honestly. Like, yeah, that was really close. Okay, Skellige is also a okay. I'm just gonna say it's a tough matchup to every matchup at this point, but yeah, Skellige. I mean, the fact is, like, they can very easily kill your Sienna, which is the biggest problem in that matchup. But this hand's very good for this round. Like, very, very good. Like, we can actually mulligan the Thunder. We actually don't need to mulligan Thunderbolt here as well. Like, this is a really, really decent hand. I guess I might want Rebuke Axes, but I could Neuromancy 4 my Fav if I need to. It's not terrible. I guess I can start with the Pyrotechnician here. Wait, what? That doesn't do anything. That literally does nothing. I guess you can kill it with a Berserker, I guess. That play makes no sense. He's literally giving me the same value that I would have gotten. Okay, I guess he wants. Okay, I guess Blood Eagle makes sense then. That's fine. In that case, that makes sense. But like, the Viburnum disrupts the Blood Eagle anyways, so it's not really that grand. Okay, I think I have to Heatwave Greatsword. Heatwaving Greatsword is definitely something I need to do in this matchup. He's kind of committed a lot here as well. Viburnum and Blood Eagle, but committing Blood Eagle obviously doesn't mean anything. Okay, hoping. Okay. So yeah, the boat here isn't much of an issue for us, since we just have the armor, which plays around it quite nicely, actually. And I think I keep my tactical advantage here. Okay. So I want to deny him Bloodthirst as much as I can. So I play this now. Then I play Barclay L's next turn. But yeah, he hasn't really played points here. I'm never going to pass here. Like, never. And I think he knows that as well. He's roping out. He's passed. Okay. The pass is fine. Question is, can we bleed him? We could, like, try and Xavier Moran. The thing is, I actually don't want him to develop his graveyard more than it already is developed. So I might actually just pass here and hope my defender stays alive. So I'm mulligan this card. The Rebuke's okay. I want more Thunderbolts maybe though. Do I mulligan Barclay ever? I guess I can mulligan Rebuke here. 2 minors isn't terrible. So, passing, yeah, I think passing here is fine. Since I do believe this deck will always be Devotion, we can just start with uninteractive Thunderbolts. And start killing like Herald with my Fav into Rebuke. I haven't played a single Rebuke this round. I could maybe I should have kept the Rebuke there. Okay, he's playing this, which is alright. So he's definitely playing War of Clans. Okay, so he's developed his graveyard here, but he hasn't actually developed his graveyard with a Greatsword, which is very, very important for me, because Greatsword deals with the Figus, with the Hjalmar, but without Hjalmar, the Figus can just very easily be dealt with the Champion's Charge, but Champion's Charge on Figus isn't terrible, honestly. So yeah, I'm mulligan you, and I'm mulligan you, I think. That's good. This is a good hand, right? This is an ideal hand. Like, Fav plays for... do I need the second minor here? Do I need Barclay L's? That's the question. I mean, Barclay L still plays for like a 7 on this board state. I wouldn't mind finding Council here, to be honest. Okay, that's alright. It's alright. So there's the boat. We're gonna play uninteractive, as I said. Just kill that boat. Even though boat doesn't really do much for us. We're not gonna kill the greatsword ever anyway. And now we can just start spamming the thunderbolts. I'm not gonna kill this, am I? No, never. Go for the thunderbolts now. He's played a savage bear here. He's got like no his entire deck is reactive right now. There's the herald. And I think Fauve here is fine to take out the herald. I mean, for the moment we can just chill, honestly. We can just kind of chill here. Oh, double raiders is a bit of an issue though. As I Fauve for the Nature's Rebuke, since I don't need to Fauve for Council anymore. And I can Onero for the Xavier Moran. Maybe he plays into it. Yeah, Onero into Xavier is probably the best line. Okay, there's Blood Eagle. That makes sense, I guess. He's 4 damage lined up, but he can very easily now kill the Xavier Moran, which is perfectly fine with me, honestly. Or we play the Miner first. I don't value Xavier Moran as much as I value my Miner. If I doesn't kill this now, I can also just play this for a 6. So there's the Hjalmar. That's good to get rid of. He's gonna give it bleeding, so he doesn't actually want to boost it. So he doesn't actually want to damage it right now. So I think this is actually a correct play now. Giving this the armor. Making it more awkward for him to play here. Okay. Squirtle's a bit annoying. I guess I play my Miner here, right? So we got Squirtle out. He still has 4 damage lined up. It's gonna... Whoa! No way did he just do that. Why did he just do that? That's such a weird play. What if I... Okay, so... He has 4 damage, so he only needs 4 more damage here. So he needs a Gutting Slash. He's already played a Stunning Blow. Does he keep a Gutting Slash in this hand? I'm assuming his last... Okay, so what am I assuming his last cards are here? I'm guessing it's Hemdall. One of them is definitely Hemdall, because he Blood Eagled for a gold. And the other one is another gold, but I don't know which one it was. What's the other gold? I think I leave this. I think I'm chilling here. Morkvarg. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, so... Last card Hemdall, right? Last card Hemdall. Okay. Do I greed this? I think I actually have to greed here. Hemdall deals 4. So I have to pray that Hemdall doesn't hit. So he has to use this to kill Defender. Unless Hemdall hit... If this gets hit twice by Hemdall, I actually lose the game. So I might use 1 charge here to keep my Defender alive. There's the thingy. Patricidal dude. And last card is Hemdall, right? Yeah. Okay. So... This should be enough, right? Yeah, this is way more than enough now. Isn't it? Boom! 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 Huh! Oh! 25 points! Oh wait, no, 15 points! Let's go! Not even close, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, who are we playing? Mushroom Skellige. Ooh, that's a scary one. Opponent goes first, though. That's the big one. That's the big difference maker here. Because if opponent goes first, that means we might actually win on even. This hand's nuts as well. This hand is pretty good, eh? Oh, this hand's really good, eh? I could actually mulligan the Thunderbolt here, right? Do I want to mulligan Thunderbolt, though? Hand's very good, though. The hand is very good. I think I just keep this hand and go for the Smorkarinos. Okay, I guess we have to deal with this priest first, to be fair. Dealing with priest here is quite necessary. So, bye-bye, priest. It was good knowing you. Oh, he's got Freya. Okay, so... Probably gonna heatwave this. I know he has, like, Giddineth and all that nonsense, but... Like, if we win on even, we have just, like, an 80-point AGLAIS or something, which could just win us the game single-handedly. It could be quite close, though, honestly. It might actually be very close. So the sequencing here is quite simple. We could also play Council for maybe a Dwarf if we need to. There's the Oh, the Fender's an issue. We can't heatwave the Priest anymore, and he's getting value off of Priest. Oh, that's bad. That is quite bad, actually. The fact that he can also replay Defender is a problem. Okay, he's playing quite slow here, but he's getting the passive value off of his Priest, which is nice for him. And I might start... do I play Council? I guess I don't need to Council for AGLAIS. Oh, he's got that. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. I guess I Council for something. Miner's alright. Oh, Runestone. What's he gonna find? Yeah, Defender might carry him this game. Defender is definitely a big problem for us. Okay, good thing that healed before, because this now just plays for 4 points, which could be pretty good for us. Because now we got some tempo here. Imagine actual tempo. And there's the pass. So we get away with pretty much just playing bad cards here, which is very nice. We also get the last say here, which, yet again, very nice. Now the question is though, can we actually outpoint this deck? This deck produces a lot of points in a long round. It's super scary how many points this can actually produce. We get the AGLAIS in hand, which is good. Don't need Barclay L's, to be honest. Okay, I pass here. I guess we try and go for the long round and see how we do in the long round. We allow him to play Crow Mother. That's so bad. But we didn't really have a choice here. Our hand's not really a push hand. Let's just hope he missed Sigrifa's right. His deck doesn't thin that much. He hasn't played his discard cards at all, so this could be good for us if he doesn't play the discard cards. Okay, we have pretty much everything we want here. Fov into Rebuke could be quite useful though. So I guess I mulligan the Partek. I don't think I need Barclay L's here. I'd rather have Fov into Rebuke. I'll just Rebuke, that's fine. Okay, there's the Heime Skjald. So, is he gonna find his cards? I mean, he might just kill. He's probably gonna find all his cards, which could be quite annoying. We also have kind of passive points here. Thing is, now I just like, yeah, I guess Defender into. Oh, Priest, nice. Gives us the free Rebuke here, which is really good. So Priest plays for very little tempo there. My Onero needs to be Sienna here. Did he miss Gettyneth? It's looking like he missed Gettyneth. Dude, he might actually have missed Gettyneth here. That would be quite funny. Oh, wow. I can play Defender here, right? He doesn't have any control in this deck anyway. He has Heat Wave and that's it. Oh, I guess he has Defender as well. But does he have any other removal apart from Decoction? I guess he has Delirium. Delirium could be quite the issue. So I guess I can use a minor charge on the Sienna if I need to. But he missed every... I guess not finding Burna and not thinning the deck in early rounds kind of makes the deck susceptible to stuff like this, which isn't too great. There's Draco Turtle. Could just yeet this at some point. For the moment, we're just chilling, right? We're just chilling here. We're simply just chilling here. Okay, there's the Geralt. Oh, he's playing Geralt, not Heatwave, I guess. This was the last card here. Do I Heatwave the turtle? I think I do, right? So there's the mushrooms. Dude, he missed everything though. Like, I'm not even like... Holy moly. Can be. I mean, I don't think it's enough, but... Damn. That Cambi could have been scary, bro. Very, very scary. But it's not enough, boys. No need for Sienna if you got a 40-point AGLAIS out here. That's how we do it, baby. So you saw this deck beat Skellige, it beat Mushroom Skellige, and it beat Overwhelming Hunger. 3 decks that you will definitely see on ladder. The only deck that this physically cannot win against is Shield Wall. And that's just because, like, Shield Wall has, like, the necessary removal tools for, you know, the Defender and the Sienna. And then it has, like, Baron as well, maybe, to reset your AGLAIS. Then it has, like, Visigoda, which plays for, like, 1 billion points. So, yeah, Shield Wall, you can just auto-forfeit. Like, I don't think Shield Wall is winnable. Like, honestly, that's not even a joke. And, yeah, that's pretty much the only, like, auto-loss matchup. Other than that, like, even Skellige could kind of struggle against this deck if you get round control and... You basically play uninteractive, and sort of keep your Defender and Sienna, or you have to just know the Skellige deck well enough to sort of play around certain cards. Because a lot of times when you play your Sienna, their last card's going to be something like Hemdall, because they want to keep the Hemdall for like last turn to get the most value out of it. But yeah, other than that, the deck is so much fun to play. Like, it is so satisfying to just win games with one card. You saw the game with Monsters. We were down by 60 points and we just like won by 20 something points because of that swing. And it's so goddamn satisfying to play this deck. Like, I'm not even joking. I really, really love AGLAIS, and this deck brings me happiness and joy, and I hope it also brings you happiness and joy when you play it. And yeah, that was the new AGLAIS. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe for more Gwent content, and I'll see you soon.